Are you stuck on how to run numbers on a property that you want to flip? Stop right there and watch this video. I'm going to show you exactly how to run numbers on a flip that you want to purchase. This is actually part 5 of my 6-part series where I teach you how to get your first deal in the next 30 days. Check out this clip. Today we're going to go over how to run numbers on a flip. So you're going to use multiple different tools. Your main one is going to be PropStream, and then verifying on Zillow and Redfin for more photos. So the overall formula is our max allowable offer is. So that's what the MAO is. The MAO is equal to the after repair value, or ARV, minus all the different costs it costs to flip a property. So that's your minus your purchase costs, minus your rehab costs, minus your holding costs, minus your resale cost, minus your profit. And if you're going to wholesale it, then you need to also put in your wholesale fee there. A lot of people like to just use like 70% of ARV minus repairs. I mean, that's a great way to just look at it quickly, I guess, but you never will know your numbers unless you use this exact formula. So we'll go over how to find each one. The first one is going to be the after repair value. Again, we typically will look at PropStream and we'll find the 3 most comparable properties in that area. Some tips is do not cross any major streets or highways. You want to stay in that same neighborhood. You have to make sure you understand that, or else your numbers are going to be completely off. The second tip is do not go plus or minus 20% square feet of the subject property for lot and living area. So if you're at 1,000 square feet in your living area, then 20% of 1,000 square feet is 200 square feet. So you're only going to go above or below that 1,000 square feet from 800 to 1,200 square feet. You're going to do that same thing with the lot size. So for example, if you have a 10,000 square foot lot, you're going to be somewhere between 8,000 and 12,000 square feet for the lot size. The third thing is you want to stay within the bedroom and bath count. So if a property is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, you need to find another 3-bedroom, 1 bath, because that bathroom count can make a significant difference in the price. And you don't only want to look at sold, you want to look at active, pending, and sold properties within the last 6 months. So you can get this like entire picture of what's going on. Typically, if you're finding a property off of the market, like direct to seller, like how you guys are planning on doing, we're going to be the ones who's paying for the seller's closing costs. Typically, you're going to be at around 3 to 4% of the purchase costs. 2% of that is going to be for your hard money loan for yourself, and then 1 to 2% for the rest of the closing costs. Rehab costs, this is a market by market number. The best way to estimate this is by using the price per square foot method. And you want to ask investors in your area what they're using for price per square foot. You can find your rehab costs by multiplying that number by the total square foot. So if it costs $10 per square foot for a property, and it's 1,000 square feet, you just do 1,000 square feet times $10 per square foot, and you get a rehab of $10,000. Generally, you're at about like $150 to $200 a square foot just for a renovation. So you can see how these numbers are completely different. Another cost is going to be your holding cost. It's going to be your money costs, your HOA, your taxes, your insurance, and your utilities. The way you're going to get this is you're going to use public records to see what these numbers are, but the hardest one to determine is the money costs. Your money cost is equal to what your total loan amount is times your interest rate divided by 12 months times the number of months to rehab and sell the property. So for example, if you have $120,000 loan amount, typically what that's going to look like is like you're buying a house for $100,000 and it costs $20,000 just to buy the house. So if you add that together, you get $120,000. So let's say that's the total amount that you're getting a loan on because you're buying this property with none of your own money. You take that $120,000 and you multiply that by 10% because that's what your interest rate is. So that's your total interest that's due over the whole year. So that's that $12,000 a year. If you want to understand what your monthly cost is, you guessed it right. You need to divide that by 12. So $12,000 a year divided by 12 months is $1,000 a month to hold the property. So just on money costs alone, you're spending $1,000 a month to hold this property. So if you need 6 months to rehab and sell it, let's say it takes 3 months to rehab and 3 months to sell, you're looking at an additional $6,000 of money costs for a property that's $100,000. These costs, again, you can get them from the public records or ask the seller what they're paying. You get that total amount and you multiply it by the number of months. Your selling costs and your profit is typically, your selling cost is about 10%. You're looking at spending anywhere from 5 to 6% for your realtor fees. And then the additional closing cost is going to be 2 to 4%. This is for things like staging, professional photos, termite inspection, survey, and then concessions. You want to make sure you have like at least a little bit of wiggle room for concessions. Typically, a buyer in this market will ask for some repairs, and you can give them money instead of actually doing the repairs. And then for profit, you get to choose. Typically, I want to make at least 10% of the ARV. If I have a house that I think I'm going to sell for $1 million, then 10% of that is 100,000, which means I at least want to make $100,000 on this. So you can already see, let's say, for example, you have $1 million house ARV, your realtor fees and your closing costs is already 100,000. Then you want to make 100,000 on profit. You're having to spend a lot of money just to flip this house. Typically, people buy houses with none of their own money. And the way they do this is using hard money lending and private money lending. And 80% of the purchase is hard money lending. And then the additional 20% down payment plus any closing costs and loan costs is going to be from private money lending. So that same example with $100,000 house, hard money lender is going to fund $80,000. I need to come up with $20,000, which is a 20% down payment, plus the additional closing costs. So another like $20,000, let's say. And that's pretty much it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to be on these videos live, go to the link in the description below to sign up. Aloha y'all, see you on the next video. Shoot!